Good evening, Jens. This is my first video of my new channel that I haven't really named yet. I guess I will be naming it when I post this video. Here you can see my Christmas tree. You can also see my robot. Hello, Mr. Robot. Um, and as you can see, I have a LED strip here, which has plenty of LEDs. And I'll turn this off. There you go. It's quite bright. So I thought this LED strip was a bit too bright to have in my Christmas tree. It the glares from the LED lights. It interferes when you watch TV over here. So I had to make it dimmable in some way. And you can dim LED lights. It's no problem, but they will not be happy and they will change their color temperature and they will flicker and it looks bad if you do it in a bad way. So what I have done is that I found some stuff on the internet. This is a 555 circuit which can be used to dim LED lights. And what it basically do is it changes the duty cycle of this small transistor. And that turns the lights up or down in intensity. This is what happens. They dim down. Even though the voltage they get is the same in the entire time, it's getting it for less time, so the LED lights just barely comes on. They comes on like that. And if I turn the duty cycle up, they turn on and stay on for longer between each time it turns off. You can actually, a small transistor like this, or all transistors in your computer and in the telephones and in whatnot, they are basically relays. Like the ones when you turn the ignition on in your car and you can hear something click, that's a mechanical relay that's open and closes. And what it does, it takes a low current in, or low voltage, and it can switch on high current. So you can get a lot of voltage over here and a lot of power that goes through this guy in order to control these. But it doesn't take very much for the 555 circuit to control this. So the 555 circuit, this guy here in the middle, it can only handle up to 12 volts and a few amps. So, and this entire LED strip needs 32 volts in order to work. So what I have done is that I have yet again found stuff on the internet. This guy here is putting out 32 volts and 0.12 amps. It goes into this voltage regulator. It regulates down the 32 volts down to more manageable 5 volts that runs the 555 circuit. So this guy here only turns on and off on 5 volts, but it's shoveling 32 volts out to the LED strip. So when I turn this knob here, I basically only changes the resistance over 5 volts, but that changes the clock frequency of this one, the duty cycle, and that changes the duty cycle of this transistor, which still outputs 32 volts, but in a different duty cycle, shorter pulses and longer pulses. And that makes the lights dimmable. If I had some way of knowing what the color temperature is, the color temperature of the LEDs should be around the same here as they are here. They are still warm white, as the box told me they were. I would say they are more bluish, reddish than warm white, but anyway. And they do look the same, even though the camera doesn't show that very well. This is a nice circuit to use in order to dim LED lights. The LED lights you can buy in the shop to change out your ordinary incandescent light bulbs. Some of them say that you can't dim them And that's because ordinary wall dimmers that you have in your house are stupid. They just change the current. That's what they do. But if you buy one of those lights that says it can be dimmable, they have something a bit. I mean, it will look better, but they have something like this inside of them. But I will show you the circuit how it looks. Okay, sorry for the poor quality of this. I will try to post this also. This is the circuit I have stolen. I have borrowed it from a guy that has put it on the internet. So this is the circuit I have built in order to regulate to dim my LED bulbs. And this is actually something that has been modified. The circuit in its original state is used to control a motor, or an electric motor. But here we can see that we have the 555, and we have the turnable potentiometer, whatever. The turnable resistance guy, the trim pot. And it goes through some diodes, and it then goes yonder to plus 12 volts. This one is made for 12 volts, but I run mine on 5, and then I hook 30 volts here to ground. And here's the transistor that turns off and on very quickly, and the rest is just to power up and run the 555 circuit and get the reference, all that in the right way. I will link to this down below in the description of the video, so everyone can build his own circuit, because it's quite fun. So thanks for watching, and keep your head in the game. Science.